This is 6 Minute English from bbclearningenglish.com.
Hello, I'm Rob.
And I'm Kath.
And this is 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English. Today we're talking about plastic carrier bags.
Yes, very useful for carrying our shopping home in from the supermarket, but a bit of a problem.
Not surprisingly, millions are used every day all around the world. And today we'll be telling you about a fight to cut the number being used and thrown away. Now, Kath, do you use lots of carrier bags?
Well, I try not to. I think it's really, really important not to, but I do seem to end up with quite a few. Either I stuff them in a drawer and try and forget about them, or I recycle them.
Oh, that's good, because recycling the plastic carrier bags is one way to reduce waste. But I'll tell you more about plans to cut their use soon. But first, Kath, we always like to start the programme with a question, so are you ready to answer this one?
It's all right then.
Now, approximately how many plastic carrier bags are used worldwide every year? Is it 500 million, 500 billion, or 500 trillion?
I don't even know what 500 trillion means. I'm going to go for, I can't believe it's billions. It must be 500 million.
OK, well, we'll see if you're right at the end of the programme. Now, let's get back to the story about a fight to reduce the use of carrier bags.
Yes, and of course this isn't a real fight, this is a campaign. And it sounds tricky because plastic bags are so useful.
Yes, plastic, actually, is a very useful resource. There are so many things we use every day that are made from this chemically produced material. But the carrier bag is probably the product that gets the most criticism.
Criticism, that's when something or someone gets unfavourable comments. And the plastic carrier bag gets blamed for lots of environmental problems.
Yes, for example, many of them end up in our seas and in our countryside and get swallowed by animals and fish. The problem is they're not biodegradable.
They don't decompose naturally very quickly. It can take up to 1,000 years.
So that's why the government in Wales is trying to fight the problem. Let's hear from the BBC's Colette Hume to hear what's being done and how widespread the problem is.
The carrier bag. Shoppers in Wales will have to pay 5 pence for every one they use, making Wales the first part of the UK to charge for them. UK shoppers use around 13,000 carrier bags in their lifetime. In Wales, that amounts to around 480 million bags every year, or 150 bags for every person.
Incredible. She says shoppers in the UK use around 13,000 carrier bags in their lifetime.
So to try and cut that number, the Welsh Government is introducing a compulsory tax of 5 pence for every bag that someone uses.
Compulsory, so you have to pay it. There's no choice. So if someone uses 20 bags in a week, then that's an extra £1 you'll spend just on plastic bags.
Well, this is the idea of the tax, or financial levy. People might think twice about using a bag.
And of course they might start reusing the old bags or recycling. And this will cut down on the number of bags being dumped and left to decompose in landfill sites. That's another name for a rubbish dump.
This new tax is one way to wean people off the single-use carrier bag. But the government is also providing tougher, stronger bags that last for a long time and can be used again and again.
Yes, I've got something like that. I got it at the supermarket. The problem is I always forget to take it with me when I go shopping.
Yeah, that's annoying, isn't it? But for the Welsh Government, this isn't just an issue about carrier bags, but more about getting people to think about the wider environment. Let's hear more about the government's thinking from the Welsh Environment Minister, John Griffiths. Listen out for the word he uses to describe what he wants people to change.
Well, we want people to think more about environmental issues and change the way they behave so that they reuse their bags rather than having lots and lots of carrier bags spoiling our environment. But as a result of the change, they think more about environmental issues generally and change their behaviour so that we have a cleaner, tidier Wales.
So he wants people to think more about environmental issues and to change how they behave. Their behaviour.
So he wants to change their habits, and that could lead to a cleaner and tidier Wales, a more environmentally friendly Wales.
That means being more caring about the natural world around them.
It's a good ethos, and it'll be good to see if these new plans work. Of course, there are many other parts of the world where a plastic bag tax has already been introduced with good results.
But still billions, or is it trillions of new carrier bags get used every year? And that brings me back to today's question. Now, Kath, I asked you approximately how many plastic carrier bags are used worldwide every year? 500 million, 500 billion, or 500 trillion?
And I said 500 million, but I'm guessing it's just far too few, isn't it?
Far too few. Absolutely wrong. The actual answer is 500 billion.
Right.
OK, well, we're almost at the end of the programme, so, Kath, could you please remind us of some of the vocabulary we've heard in today's programme?
We had campaign, resource, criticism, biodegradable, compulsory, financial levy, landfill sites, to wean, behaviour, environmentally friendly, ethos.
Thanks, Kath. Well, we hope you've enjoyed today's programme. OK, well, it's time to go now, but we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
That was 6 Minute English from bbclearningenglish.com.